I'll call you out.
Oh, good. Good. I have a baby, sir.
I know. What happened to your arm, Christian?
Yeah, I did notice that.
My wife told me that I need to start wearing socks with grippies on them, apparently, because I was just running around the house with our daughter, and I slipped, and I completely fell to the ground, and my arm caught the corner. It pressed. I fell like all my body weight into the corner of our wall, and it bust my arm.
Paper cut by way of wall?
That was a fun preamble.
Yes. Very,
Wait, so you're feeling very vulnerable and not as invincible as usual?
Yes.
Like the ODSTs feel compared to Master Chief.
Exactly.
yes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Gameboys podcast. My name is Asa, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Dallen.
Hello!
And Christian.
Hello.
Hello there. So, today we are continuing the wonderful, amazing series of Halo with a very dear game to us and kind of almost an odd entry into the series. Not quite a mainline, but the good old Halo 3 ODST, which, despite being called Halo 3 ODST, it takes place during the Halo 2 games in terms of timetable-wise. So, yeah. We don't think about that too much.
Yeah. It's because of the engine.
But,
that was the idea.
Yes, yeah. In terms of it was a technological sequel to Halo 3, not a timeline sequel to Halo 3. But yeah, in this one, as the name suggests, we are not diving in as the Master Chief, but instead we are falling in as your basic humans, but more highly trained humans, the ODSTs, the same awesome guys that we have fought alongside of as Master Chief in Halo 2 and 3. So, as we get started with that, I always got to bring up the amazing marketing that this game has gotten. Bungie has done incredible with ever since starting with like Halo 3, where they start getting into those live action advertisements. ODST is no different, even for like a side expansion game almost. They went crazy. They made a full live action trailer about like all these ODSTs having their funeral ceremonies, going into battle, the different generations going through the ODST force. It was absolutely fantastic. What are your thoughts on that marketing, Christian?
I personally, just in general, I'm a huge fan of the live action marketing, especially for like teaser trailers for video games. Sometimes it's definitely not as well done. Halo does an exceptional job with these marketing campaigns. All the ones that you guys have sent me, I have been extremely impressed with how they are handled and just the level of intensity that you feel watching them. Very, very much enjoyable and very much just gets me hyped for the game, which is exactly what they're meant to do. For some games, I prefer to see the gameplay, but these Halo advertisements are so well done. I feel like, obviously, now it's retrospective, but at the time that these were released, I feel like I could have just seen the marketing and been like, done, I'm sold, I'm getting this game. Because it's that well done. It just really, it makes you sweat just watching it. That's how you know it's good.
Doesn't it make you want a Halo movie or TV show?
Yeah, it's a shame they haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, screw that. I'm ranting on that TV show. These advertisements, these short, like 2 to 3 minute live action trailers, have done way better in their production quality and storytelling for Halo than the entire 2 seasons of the Halo TV show. Fight me. Anybody, fight me.
It had 2 seasons?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Oh, man. I saw clips.
Unfortunately, season 2 decided to rip up the legacy of Reach, which we will get to be playing next. But yeah, not excited. We are gonna not watch that for this podcast. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
But yeah, so the cinematics aside, we're gonna jump here on poor Dallen and see what kind of development history he's gonna read us from Wikipedia. What do you got for us?
Very funny. So, yeah. In 2007, no, but legit. So they Bungie finished Halo 3. They're riding friggin' high, dude. Right? Halo is bigger than ever. The books are taken off. There's, all sorts of merchandising, and most importantly to our story, there is in fact a film adaptation. Something I didn't know about actually. Peter Jackson was set to direct Halo Chronicles. Right? And it was going to be a movie adaptation of, like, the Halo universe. Bonkers. It ended up falling apart, though. And the team that was assigned to help with that was like, well, we don't have anything to do. And the other team, the main team was working on Reach at that time. And they're like, well, they're working on Reach. What do we do with this little team now that you're not doing that? And they're like, we could, like, make a little 2 or 3 hour campaign, probably. A little mission pack, basically. And they're like, all right, cool. And they're like, well, what are you going to do with that? And they're like, well, people got kind of mad that we didn't show Earth being defended, in the fight. Like, Chief, goes, well, see ya, and then leaves and goes and saves the universe. But Earth, they're like, what's going on Earth? And they basically knew that the only other characters, they tossed around, like, oh, could Arbiter be be it? Oh, could this be about Johnson? And they were like, we felt like that it would touch too much on Master Chief stuff. Right? So we needed people that were more different from Master Chief than the Arbiter or than Johnson, because we didn't want to do like a little 2-hour campaign that basically just felt like Halo 3 again. So they decided, the ODST. And once they said, okay, cool, that'll give us enough gameplay mechanics to feel different from Master Chief, even though we're using the same engine and a lot of the same assets. And so that's where they kind of got the idea that, okay, we'll reintroduce the health because it makes you feel more vulnerable. All of these things just kind of started snow piling on top of each other. Marty O'Donnell was like, okay, Master Chief is like a mythic godlike cyborg man, so he gets orchestral dope music, but these are like the guys that live on this planet and it's their hometown. And so he decided that, I don't know, I would not have made this association, but it's amazing. We'll talk to it. He's like, yeah, so that means jazz infusion. I don't know why, but it's amazing. And Marty, I love you. I follow you on YouTube, and you did amazing work. You do amazing work. Just mwah. Can do no wrong. So yeah, basically. And then they made it. And then my one complaint isn't really dev, but I'm gonna complain about it here anyway. Is all of that's great. I think it's perfect. Take your resources, take your stuff, reuse it. It's beautiful. And then they sold it for $60. The same price that Halo Reach and Halo 3. They flew a little close to the sun with that one. This was given the money of the day, at most a $40 game. I'm not trying to be difficult, but it's like half to a third the length of the others. It doesn't have the same multiplayer features. Nowadays, when you get it as part of the Master Chief Collection, it is amazing. We'll get to that. Sorry, well, whatever. Spoilers. No notes. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. But as a value proposition when it came out, it's a pretty crappy value proposition where you're paying the same price as Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach for something that's like a third the length without real multiplayer. So that's worth noting is like, hey, Bungie, come on. Like, I know you're proud of your work and I know you could do no wrong, but come on, guys. All right. So that's a very abbreviated dev history for a very abbreviated game.
Indeed, very fitting of it. Very fitting indeed. So, as we jump into that fun little development history, I'm sure we have some other kind of fun little facts available to us.
Yes, we do. So, originally, when it was just kind of being tossed around, the game was originally going to be titled Halo 3 Recon. That's how it was announced in 2008. But then they later announced that they changed it to ODST because they decided to focus on the orbital drop shock troopers.
What a cool name.
Yeah. And then, in terms of fun facts, this game has a handful of well-known actors and voice actors. So there's Nathan Fillion,
the man.
There's also people who watched him in Firefly also might recognize Adam Baldwin and Alan Tudyk. I think I pronounced his name right.
Yeah, and they got the likeness of Fillion and Tudyk, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah. 'Cause Nathan Fillion looks like Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, he does. And so part of that whole having these popular actors in it, a lot of the voice lines, not just one or two, I could go through a full list of voice lines that are references to other works that they've been in. Like, just to give you a few, Adam Baldwin's character at one point, while he's holding a rocket launcher, sometimes he'll yell, "Here's Vera." And Vera was the name of his character's large gun in Firefly. There's also references to Nathan Fillion's character will sometimes say, "Bam, said the lady." That was a catchphrase that Nathan Fillion had when he was on a show called Castle. So basically, it seems like they used a lot of references from these actors' other works in this game, which I think is a fun add-in.
Yeah.
And definitely. It must have been fun being the actors themselves, just like, oh yeah, this random thing that I like from this work, let's just throw it into Halo now and just have a blast with it.
Looking at like the behind the scenes, it seems like they definitely had a lot of like the voice actors in particular were like very invited to ad-lib stuff, and a lot of it obviously didn't make it, but stuff that they thought they kind of put in.
Yeah. There's a bunch of good ones. If you Google it, you can find a full list of all of the things that they added in, but it definitely seems like the actors had fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So, as we get into it, as we started Halo 3 ODST, we got subjected to a fairly heavy introduction to like the main ODST cast that we were going to be meeting, as we were just the voiceless rookie napping in the corner. Yeah, we have like actual developed characters, and just straight away the game does a fantastic job of making you love every single person there right before you drop. I am terrible at remembering names. I know we got Buck, which is Nathan Fillion's character. I know there's Romeo, one of the ODSTs. I'm spacing the other guys' names.
Mickey?
This Mickey? Yeah, Mickey.
Lady?
Yes, Lady. We'll just call her Lady. I don't remember what her name is. It's gonna drive me insane. Dare. Yeah, Dare, that's her name.
Dare? That's a...
So we got Dare, we got Dutch, Romeo, Mickey, and Buck.
There you go.
That cast, absolutely love them. They're great. I always love when Buck and Dare are going back at each other with their, like, I hate you, but I love you, but I hate you as well.
It's simple
dynamic
but effective.
with it. I think the fact that it's also just Nathan Fillion. I love Nathan Fillion, by the way. He's fantastic.
Yep.
Nathan Fillion doing that kind of character is always fun.
Oh, he's
I'll watch it
extremely
5,000
endearing.
times over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we get to meet all these wonderful characters, and the premise of the plot is we're getting dropped into New Mombasa at the same time that the Covenant are basically warping out. Like when Master Chief and during the Halo 2, they warped out, chasing them to go to Delta Halo. The ODSTs, our character, the Rookie, and everybody are dropping in. And as that split stream jump happens, it causes a big problem with the drop. Drops get flown off course, and everybody kind of crashes in random places at that point.
Yeah.
And us as the main character, we get knocked out and take a nice little nap for a while. About, I think, 9 hours? Take a 9-hour nap as opposed to pretty much everybody else. So I'll just kind of continue a little bit brief on the premise. We basically wake up at nighttime and we're like, oh man, what's going on? And then it's nighttime. We have the rain. The jazz music kicks in. And what's our job? We're going to search for clues in the Detective Halo game with our silent submachine gun as we go through the city taking out Covenant and finding out what happened to our friends. And man, is that a vibe check.
It is such a great noir, like, just environment. Oh my gosh. Never in a game have I wished there was more, like, I just want to spend time there. I wish there were more, like, side things. Every time you get to go to a little side area, it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, so opening thoughts, Christian, at least as soon as you drop in, and then that's, like, you know, you got the jazz music, the nighttime, how did that feel to you compared to, like, the other Halo games that you experienced beforehand?
So, like, starting the game, it's definitely a, whoa, we're not Master Chief. This is something different. Yeah. The whole premise of you're a human. You're not Master Chief. You're not some super cool, awesome guy. You're just a person. That really changes how the game plays, as well as just the feel of the game in general. Like Dallen said with the health, like just recognizing that you have health in the game as opposed to how it is with Master Chief, it makes it feel like the stakes are higher and you recognize when you're closer to death.
I will.
Sorry, go ahead.
One thing I gotta say is all of that's true. However, the respawn rate of this game does undermine that feeling of death a little bit.
That's true.
Because I don't know if this is something to do with the FCC or because we were on Heroic and not Legendary, but we would die and respawn so fast we wouldn't realize we had died. We'd just be standing there and then we'd just be somewhere else, like instantaneously. Like you never... only in like the flying missions was it ever like, uh-oh, area's unsafe, wait to respawn. So like, unless we were all sitting like on top of each other and a grenade hit us, it was impossible to lose because you would just headshot and before your corpse would hit the ground, I would literally be standing somewhere, get shot, respawn, and I would respawn so fast that I would still be watching my corpse falling to the ground, like in front of me. It was... So, sorry, that's a side note, but I love what it's going for that feeling of like, oh, I'm very vulnerable, and I'm sure in single player it is, but I will say in the multiplayer, it got pretty comedic, like how rapidly we would respawn.
It was very entertaining, just like, I was actually over here, you fool. I was not over there. Ignore the body.
You weren't dying, you're just teleporting.
Oh, man. Yeah, it definitely... I could see that being much more pressing and intense were you playing single player. I would be interested to see how differently the game plays in single player and how much longer it takes you to spawn and the pressure you feel. Because the quick respawn, like you said, I wouldn't even realize that I got hit with like a grenade or whatever. I'd just be like, whoa, how did I get here? Why do I no longer have Boom Boom? Like,
so it was very entertaining, though.
Yeah, I had a blast playing this. So yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah, I know you kind of touched on it, but do you have any other, like, had his comparison thoughts about ODST jumping from Halo 3?
So yeah, I'm so, all of my complaints are that I want more. I'll put it that way. Like, it's like, is it better, like, the thing is, if you strip away the wonder and majesty that is the vibes, it should be really obnoxious to have to wander around a mostly empty map between actual levels. But the thing is, the game is so short and the vibes are so strong that those are my favorite parts. And I'm not saying the levels are bad. The little levels are fun. They're very bite-sized challenges, definitely. But it is so... The vibes are so strong. Like, and the thing is, part of me is like, I want to spend longer in that city. But with what's in the city now, any longer would risk getting boring. So I almost want, like, it's funny to say I love this game so much, but I almost want a different game. But what I mean by that is, like, I want more time in that city and more to do in it. But, like, it's just the fact that you can't just charge in. You actually have to take a slightly for Halo stealthy approach to the combat. And then the in-between the hub areas are the little bite-sized missions that definitely very firmly funnel you into a type of gameplay style. The missions do not have a lot of that freedom of expression that, like, Halo 3 has, right? It's like, you're gonna do this, here's the gun, you're gonna do this in this order for the most part. But because it's broken up by the hub world, and because they're so short, it just always feels like very perfectly tailored. This might be the best paced Halo game, I think. There's no time where I'm like, oh, this part... I can't think of a single part of this game where I'm like, oh, we're at this part. And even my other games that I might like the game more overall. But every other Halo game has at least a part where I go, oh, it's the library. Oh, it's this level. You know what I mean? And there's not one of those for ODST, for me at least. You look like you got a face there, Austin.
Trying to say, like, I think the pacing of Halo 3 is phenomenal. And I don't feel like there's a spot where I'm like, oh man, we're at this part and I feel slowed down. Like, at most, I would probably say the pacing between ODST and Halo 3 are on equal ground.
Maybe that's fair.
I think that's just my personal opinion. I love absolutely every single beat and, like, transition to the next part of Halo 3 is just so seamless and great. I'm just always perfect ride the whole way.
Cortana and the Gravemind slow you down.
I don't see that as a negative thing. Like, sure, you have your classic hate on the modern game, the slow walking section, but it serves so much of a purpose in that point, and it makes that payoff in the Cortana mission so much better.
I agree. I'm reaching just to be funny, but like, but ODST, I do think its pacing is its pacing and its characterization are its strongest assets by far. The gameplay
are strong assets. Yes.
Yeah, the gameplay in a vacuum is just bite-sized bits of Halo 3 stapled together, but the vibes and the pacing are so good that I don't care and I just want more.
Halo 3 was your nice burger, and ODST are your sliders.
Yeah! Yeah! That's exactly correct! That is perfect analogy.
That is perfect.
Yeah, that is exactly correct.
Man, there's some good sliders.
Yeah.
Sliders.
Oh, man.
So going off of that, since we have that kind of like fun little hub world kind of thing, there's talking about like some of the difference in the gameplay mechanics. We get like an actual interactive map where you can set waypoints and pings and interact with that.
It's not really a
ODST,
reason to.
That we totally used, but it was there. So we got that as added. As you mentioned, we got the health packs back. It's kind of funny how the health system was only gone for 2 games.
But because, it feels like a lifetime ago.
At least in the Bungie era, yeah. It's like we have Halo 1, so we have the health packs, and we Halo 2, it's like, yeah, we went away from the health system, and then we stayed away for 3. Like, well, we brought health back, and then they kept health back for Halo. Spoilers, they keep it for Halo Reach. You still have health in Halo Reach. Yeah, you'll see it. There's health in that one because they like, oh yeah, well this is the same time period as Halo 1. They had health packs.
Yeah.
Their armor wasn't advanced yet, so bam, health packs. So we'll get that. I think health is gone by 4 again. I don't think it ever comes back. Well, I don't remember if it was there for Infinite. Anyway, that's thinking way too far ahead.
We'll burn that bridge if we get to it.
Yeah, that's a big if. Yeah, so we had the health was back. We had the visor mode, which was kind of like the semi night vision
Batman
visor.
Vision.
Yeah, Batman vision. But beyond that, it was just those kind of few things tacked on to the pretty much existing Halo 3 mechanics. So nothing too crazy complex for the gameplay mechanics, unless I'm forgetting something. Dallen, are you pretty much in agreement with that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly you walk around the map, you find a little trigger that's like, what happened here? It's a clue, and then you go play the thing. And all of the missions, I can't think of really, other than the new gun, the new submachine gun, basically. And then, there's a new enemy type, basically. Engineers are the other mechanic.
Yeah, enemy type, quotations.
Well, I mean, they're
from a certain point of view.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. They're aliens, and they power up your unfriends.
Yeah.
Basically,
against their will,
yeah.
But yeah, they are still helping the enemy. They must be put down.
Yeah, it makes me sad. I remember one time I was like, because I hate killing them because they're basically hostages. But they are giving overshields to the bad guys, and since you're weaker than Master Chief, overshielded enemies are no good. But I remember one time I forced y'all to like, no, don't kill it. We finally managed to kill the overshielded enemies, and then it goes like, ah! It just explodes. It just like there's like a suicide vest attached to it, and if you kill all the bad guys, they don't just like get to be free. They just die. And I was like, oh, okay. Wait a minute!
What?
That was so much worse!
Time to move on.
Did we just make them commit suicide? Is that what just happened?
Which death is worse, us killing them or them blowing up?
Yeah,
probably them blowing up is better. It's probably quicker than just being shot 50 times.
Very sad either way. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the poor little engineers, but yeah, so talking about, I think the answer to this question, Dallen, but you have a chance to say otherwise. Talking about the level design and like potentially what our favorite mission is, I would count like the hub world as a level. Like kind of like all of it can maybe be counted as a level. I don't think that is my favorite one. I think my favorite level, and I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's the one where we end up on that platform with the Crash Pelican, and we have all of the rocket pods.
Yes.
I absolutely adore that like fight on that section.
That's my favorite bespoke mission for sure. But if I get to count the hub as a level, it's the hub. But it's such a different thing. But there's not a bad one. I still don't think there's a stinker in the pack. Like, again, we don't get to the one level and I'm like, oh, it's this level. Even the one that I feel like should, where you kind of do the like last stand, like you get stuck in like a 4-way hallway and there's like bad guys coming down different halls, is managed so well with those little turrets there. Is so fun that I'm having a good time.
Yeah. What about you, Christian? Any standout levels to you?
I really liked the hub world. I like all the missions that had vehicles. Both when you are kind of escorting the engineer out at the end of the game, and then when we're flying around, when we were flying around in the Banshees. I don't remember what we were doing with it, but we were flying around with the Banshees.
We're getting the
shooting
Phantom
things.
out.
Yeah,
Trying to leave the city. Yeah.
When you're trying to leave, before you realize that you got to go back. But
we left the girl.
Oh, the other thing that it did that I thought was really smart. We didn't deal with this too much because we haven't really been dealing with the like sub lore, you know, or like the background lore. We've been very sticking to the main mission on all of these just for time purposes too. And the game crashes half the time when you're in multiplayer and trying to open a terminal. But I think it is a great whatever, and they've been around forever. People make fun of audio logs, but I think going from weird cutscene that stops your game and makes you watch like a text screen for 3 minutes, which is what happens when you open a terminal in like Halo 1, 2, and 3, to, oh, there's an audio log you can listen to while you're wandering around the hub, fits the vibe way more and also keeps the gameplay moving way more. And in a game like Halo, I like Halo. I've even been won over to some of the Halo lore at this point, the background lore. But when I'm playing Halo 3, I don't want to be like being chased by the Flood and then stop and then watch the text box go, Stardate such and such. The whatever, like I don't. I want to be moving and shooting. I don't want to watch like a low res cutscene that is tied to lore that like is not immediate to what's going on. And so the audio logs that kind of give you snippets of the city and what was like during the invasion, I think fit way better for delivering background lore than the terminals. So that's another thing it does well.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would have probably definitely hit up the terminals a lot more if it wasn't for like us trying to, go through the game on the timetable thing. Because I do like the terminals. Yeah, that's a Master Chief Collection problem that did not happen in the normal releases of the games when they had terminals.
I was gonna say
terminals existed. They added terminal stuff in Master Chief Collection, but terminals did exist before. And they definitely ran a lot better. But yeah, the MCC, it causes like desyncs between the players and it like shatters things, which is why I avoid them like the plague when playing with people at this point. But yeah, so mission design, really, really great. Love it. So memorable moments and strategies for us.
Christian.
Lots of more boom booms.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
A memorable moment for me, real quick, was when... Huh?
I hope it's the same one I'm thinking of. Go.
I doubt it is, but maybe. You had to go AFK for a minute, and then Christian and I decided to let's kill him as many times as possible to get as many stacks of his body and layers of his equipment on the ground. And then we caused chain reactions with your grenades when you got back.
That was
and just watching them just go crazy explosions. That was one memorable moment that stuck out with me. What were you thinking, Dallen?
Early on, I cannot remember what spawned this. I think we were just trying to see how high we could get. We all started jumping on each other's heads. Like, we got on that bridge, and then we're got a stack of 3 of us and like tried to do a grenade jump like off of like the top or whatever, and it was a dumb thing, but like that was the thing about having a hub world is it encouraged more nonsense, I guess, like, but in a fun way. It encouraged more goofing around. It was a little less go forward. You could kind of stop and enjoy the sights and be like, I want to try and get to that ledge. And I know you could do that in the other games. I felt more welcome to do that in this one, I guess.
Yeah.
So many of my favorite moments are us going like, hey, I wonder what happens if we go over here. And then doing it. And then dying and respawning so quickly I didn't even...
Oh, man.
Yeah. So.
What about you, Christian? Any standout moments during our run?
Definitely when Dallen was AFK. And then actually, the other thing that stands out to me was another moment that I think he was the one that went AFK. It was when you spawn with the big sniper rifle, and we're on that high rise. And we were like, I wonder if you'll spawn with a sniper rifle if you die. So you killed me, and then we realized, oh, you spawn with one of the submachine gun as your primary. So if you're playing co-op and you just kill your buddies one at a time, you can start the mission with both a sniper rifle and a submachine gun instead of having the secondary handgun. So there's a strategy for anyone out there playing co-op.
And building off of that, so like you were thinking about jumping off and testing that, and like, wait, let me shoot you in case you don't and you lose your sniper. And then when Dallen got back, he's like, I wonder if you respawn with a sniper rifle. Before we could say anything, he jumped off the platform and died. Like, well, he guess he doesn't have a sniper anymore.
My favorite thing was that same level. That moment was just because that's the one that ends in the platform, I believe. But that same level, I came back from having to be AFK, and I go, okay, how far are you guys? You're like, we're pretty far through the level, and then I hear a shot. And I look up, and you two had stacked yourselves on top of my head.
We were spamming the sniper scope because you could hear other people zooming in. So, you're just...
And I was like, what is that? Why am I hearing this? And I look up, and you two are just sitting on top of my head.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love Halo shenanigans so
And
much.
Oh man, like Halo 3 might be the better game, but I might have had the most fun, like, on this Gameboys playthrough with ODST, just with the amount of shenanigans that happened.
It was definitely a very good time. Yeah. So, going through the missions, the main thing as we get through it all is like we're running through the city trying to survive. We go back in the city because we left the girl, and Nathan Fillion needs his girl back. Mm-hmm. And then the girl's going after, like, her Oni mission intel to get this engineer and bring the engineer back. It's like, oh, engineers are friends. And we're like, weird. Okay. Let's get this engineer out of here. And then we do the whole bridge run with the elephant and all the vehicle section. Got to protect the engineer. Get him out. Fun little cutscene, and I've been trying to think about this. I didn't look it up because I kind of want to figure it out and see if either somebody here knows, or if we can figure it out, or if there's no answer. But we get a secret cutscene at the end of ODST, and we're like, it's like, it says months later. And in my brain, like, so we have the timetable of, this happens like in Halo 2, and they do the jump. And then like all the rest of Halo 2 happens, and Halo 3 happens immediately after Halo 2. So like we have that full timetable, like all these characters doing all this stuff, and then it ends. It can't be too long from like the Mombasa event to where Halo 3 ends. But after we finish ODST, it says like 4 months later, and Sergeant Johnson's walking in and commenting and talking to the engineer, and I'm thinking, where in the world could this possibly happen timetable-wise?
I googled this. So I think it's 4 weeks later, not 4 months later. That's still an insane amount of time. Here's what the point is I googled this. In the Halo 2 cutscene, they're like, oh no, they're going into slip space. Ship. And then the next scene is, okay, good, we're out of slip space, right? That's like how the level does it. I googled this and nowhere does it say it like in the game, but it is official. That slip space jump took over a month. Over a month passes when they're in between, like, the thing. So... Yes,
sure. But Johnson's on that ship. He can't be with the ODSTs. He's on the ship jumping. Because Johnson ship? And all of them... Yes. Because Johnson and Chief were going to drop down on Delta Halo together, but then Johnson got out of the pod and did some other stuff because he was going to manage the Pelicans during the Delta Halo. He is throughout the entire time on Delta Halo. Johnson left Earth with Chief. They were on an amberclad. That's why I'm losing my mind. So he does all the Halo 2 stuff, because I thought, like, you have the whole thing of Halo 2, and then, like, that whole thing. So then, like, I guess Johnson... I guess what it has to be is there is a bigger time jump from when Chief on the ship in the High Charity and it's time hitting Earth. That must be when that interrogation happened. There must be a time jump for that. Johnson gets back to Earth, he interrogates the thing, and then that's when, like, Chief enters orbit, and then Halo 3 starts, I guess. That has to be the only way that can make sense.
Yeah.
But that 1 month later and Johnson showing up has always bothered me. Because I'm thinking, how is this happening? But I guess that's probably the only way. But that's the weird rant that I wanted to have in here. If anybody else in the comments, if you're watching, comment your thoughts on that. I'd love to hear if you think that's actually what's going on, or not, or why.
Maybe there's more than one Johnson.
That is a genuine theory, that he is possibly omnipresent and omniscient.
I was just looking at that.
That's how he survived Halo 1. He has multiple versions of himself.
Oh, man. Classified.
Exactly, the classified Johnson cloning project. That is the plot of Halo 7, and we just don't know it yet.
No.
Well,
All
so
right,
like,
well,
sorry, go ahead.
no, you go.
Well, I was gonna say the other thing is, so with Johnson, apparently, if you pre-ordered ODST, he was a playable character.
In the
Yes,
Firefly.
in
mode,
Firefight.
which is like the
Oh,
multiplayer
okay.
mode. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I
Yep.
just saw that he was a playable character. And I was like, hold on. We know he wasn't there.
I don't know
There's
the-
more
Well,
than one.
Firefight's not a canonical thing. Firefight's just a fun game mode. But also, fun fact about Firefight, from Halo Reach going forward, you can have like custom Firefight voices,
Yeah.
which is pretty fun. And Sergeant Johnson's one of the Firefight voices you can have for your character. So all like the commentary during that mode, you can have like you can be Buck if you want. You can be Johnson. You can be Cortana. You can be Master Chief. You can be random Marine Sergeant. It is pretty fun, but yeah. So with all of that, our next Halo game in the series is Halo Reach. I know I have played it a whole bunch of times. I have played it with Dallen, so he knows.
Yep.
But I don't think you've played it, Christian.
I have
So with
not.
that said, knowing the little bit, if you remember any of the lore from it, what are your expectations for how Halo Reach will go down?
I expect that there will be more boom booms. I
It's gonna be a
expect
lot of
that
boom
there
booms.
will be health packs.
Do you remember what Reach is in the Halo lore, Christian?
It's like a big battle.
That's an understatement. But it's a prequel. It's an event that happened before Halo 1.
It's before Halo 1. Okay.
Like
Is-
right before Halo 1.
Is it Oh, wait. Isn't Halo aren't there more Spartans at Halo Reach than
Yeah.
just Master Chief?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Some more Spartans.
I'm gonna maybe I'm reaching here, but I'm gonna say that Halo Reach is like a civil war of the Spartans, and we're gonna be Spartans fighting Spartans, and Master
He's
Chief
closer than
is
he
gonna
I know.
fight, and I don't think Johnson's gonna be there.
He's
Yeah.
closer than
Johnson's not there.
I'm kind of surprised at how close he is.
There are
actually.
statements of what your prediction said that can be marked as true from a certain point of view.
Yeah, you're not right for the reasons you think you're right, but you know.
Okay.
But it's interesting. You have a tendency to say something really weird, but it having some hint of truth in reality.
I
and
need
love it.
I need
For these
like
games.
I need like a checklist of like insane predictions Christian has made that have ended up being kind of true.
I love just pulling out random predictions and it being right.
And then the
Like-
two of us going like
Yeah, I love it when that happens.
Oh man.
And
I predict Cortana's gonna be there.
Okay.
okay.
There you go.
So there you
Alrighty.
go. That's all my predictions.
Yeah, and the fun thing of it's a prequel, but we are not Master Chief in this one. And the fun thing about that one, which might be able to try to help you get set up beforehand when we play, is you get to be your own custom-made Spartan through the story,
Yeah.
which is very fun. So we got to help you build your Spartan
Yeah,
before we get played.
That's pretty
that sounds awesome.
It's very fun time. Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good.
It's very
But yeah, with that was Halo 3 ODST.
Wait.
Let's go ahead and what?
You the tier list.
That's what I was just about to say before you stopped me. I have it written down there.
I didn't see.
Yeah. Anyway,
I need my
as I was
fix.
going to say,
I need my fix. I
we
need
are
the
going
tier
to
list.
revisit the tier list. So I know for myself on the tier list rating, I have given pretty much every Bungie era Halo game on the A tier, somewhere on the A tier, because I'm not allowed to give Halo 3 an S for some reason.
I'm pretty sure we made a different ranking that said Halo 3.
Yes, Halo 3 is a rank, and then we have the A rank, and that's pretty much every other Halo game. I'm still keeping to this trend. I love Halo 3 ODST. I think I do like every other Bungie era Halo game a little bit more, but that doesn't mean that Halo 3 ODST is any bad game. It is still A- for me. Absolutely adore it. Always love replaying it. It can't possibly be tempted with a B+. It is a high A-. Dallen, where would you rank ODST?
Okay. This is where things get a little bit weird. Oh, also, wait, you should tell us what... Yeah, you just said everything's an A, basically.
If you want me to quickly rehash it. So,
Yeah.
Halo 1, that is
just
an A.
Give me top to bottom. They're all A's, I think you said, but...
Top to bottom?
Yeah.
So, like, best to worst? Okay.
Yeah.
Good lord. Well, that will spoil a future game.
No,
But I
of
guess,
the ones we've played so
yeah.
far.
Okay, so best 3, then 1, then 2, then ODST.
Interesting. 1 beats 2?
1 beats 2.
Interesting. Okay.
Just barely.
Okay. So, before I put it exactly down, I'll rehash where I'm feeling at least right now. I'd say 3, A+, 1 is an A, 2 is a D+, sorry. ODST is weird. It's the most fun I've had on this run-through with all of us, actually. I even had more fun playing this than I did 3 this time in particular. However, you could say this shouldn't count. Like, I know we're not counting multiplayer and we're just counting what we're dealing with now, but there is a part of me that goes, they charged $60 for this. And that leaves a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth, even though I didn't have to pay $60 for it. I remember when people were buying it for $60. And also, I know we're not really doing it, but there wasn't a multiplayer, there was Firefight, but it didn't have the same kind of, it's less of a package. So if we're judging just campaigns, I might do it higher, but I do think the fact that it is what it is, I'd have a harder time recommending, dude, don't play Halo 3, play ODST, because it's less of a full package. So it's going to still be an A, but it's going to go under Halo 1. It's the lowest A. But as a campaign, I probably had more fun with it than even Halo 3 this time in particular, just because of all the shenanigans and stuff like that. But I think it would be... I think it is objectively, which is funny, I talk about how I like it is what the objective is, but I think objectively, it's got to be below 3 and 1 just because those are such fuller packages. But for a slider, it's like saying the burger's just better than a slider just because there's more of it. But damn if it's not a good slider. That's
All right. Well, what about you, Christian? What's your ranking?
I would say this is the best DLC that we've played. I get what Dallen's saying. In terms of like the length of game, like this for the length of game that it is, it's really well done. I feel like because it is a smaller game, for me it's lower ranked, similar to Dallen. But that's not. I'm want to make sure I preface this. That's not to say that this is a bad game. This is a very, very well done game. But it does feel more like a DLC as opposed to a standalone game, specifically because of the length. Like I think if this came out today, like if everything moved forward in time and Halo ODST was coming out today, 2025, it would be like a downloadable expansion pack for Halo 3.
You would think so, but Resident Evil 3 came out and was a solo game, so who knows?
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Who knows?
We'll get there in a few years.
So what's your right? What's the tier list?
So, Halo 3's at the top.
A plus.
Yeah, I would say Halo 3's at an A plus.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Halo 2 is below Halo 3.
Is it a B or is it an A still?
It's still an A.
Nice.
I'm trying to decide if 3 is like a plus plus and 2 is a plus, or if 2 is just an A.
So high praise for 3 and 2.
All 4 games I would say are in the A category, between A minus and A plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
So where's one then?
I would say because of length, I would put ODST below 1, but also to echo you guys, this playthrough, I had so much fun. I think a big part of it was the shenanigans. I loved shenaniganing. So I wish we could have played 1 3-player, because
Yeah. And 2.
So it's and 2 3-player. So I would say 3, 2, 1 ODST, but they're all condensed still in A.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
they're sandwiched in there.
Nice.
Very nice. So we almost have the same ranking, except I just flop 1 and 2. But beyond that, our rankings for Halo are exactly the same. We're enjoying it nearly the same amount.
And
love that.
Other than 2, mine's the same also, because I've got 3.
Other than the outlier, yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I'm curious if Halo Reach will follow the trend.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
too.
crazy how good these games
So excited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which just saddens me how quickly Bungie fell and how quickly Halo fell after that.
Yeah.
I hate thinking about like Halo Reach showed up. It was the goodbye game for Bungie owning Halo, and they said goodbye with the grandest of ceremonies, and then it never came back.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a good thing no one made
we'll
a show
cross that
about it.
bridge. Yeah. They
Close
made a
call.
short movie out of it that I don't think was that bad.
Yeah.
It was actually around the Halo 4 era, and it was fairly decent. A lot better than the Halo show, at least, in comparison.
But
But,
we're still in the past right now, and this was awesome.
yes. So, thank you, all of you, for joining me on that. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And a fun little fact for all of you watching.
Oh, no.
We have social media. If you ever were tired of having your feed blown up by useless garbage from people, you should check out our social media. We got nothing. Your feed won't change at all, but that could change someday. You'll never know, so keep an eye on it. We're on X, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're technically on TikTok, but don't expect anything there. But yeah, you should check those out. But thanks again for watching. This has been Austin with the Gameboys podcast, joined by my awesome host, Dallen.
Hello, bye.
And Christian.
goodbye. Hello.
Goodbye, hello to you as well.
I
Signing
don't know
off.
why you say goodbye. I say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello!